Eli, do you want to go out and play? Do you want a snack? I have your favorite fruit snacks. You don't want to do anything? How come you don't want to do anything?
Because I'm listless.
Oh, listless. Our first word is listless. And listless means you're so tired you don't want to do anything. But it's more than just being tired. It's almost like I'm not interested in doing anything, even your favorite things. So sometimes they say a sign of depression would be listlessness, which would be a noun form. But everybody say listless. It's listless.
I can say it. Listless.
Listless. Good job.
Even I have my favorite singer.
Okay. So both people and animals can be listless. Sometimes if an animal is listless, they just don't want to do anything. Maybe they normally come and greet you at the door when you come home, but you notice that they're being listless. That's a sign of sickness. So listless. Some other forms would be listlessness or listlessly. There you go. Eli, you look so calm and peaceful.
Yeah, I'm peaceful.
Aww. What word means calm, peaceful, and quiet? Do you know what word?
Peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful does, but I think there's a scope word that you're sitting on that also means calm, peaceful, and quiet. But you got to get it out really calm. Do you remember this word? Okay, it's placid. Everybody say placid. Oh, remember calm and peaceful. So it's placid, and it means calm, peaceful, and quiet. And so let's talk about some things that would be placid. If you picture like a lake with mountains in the background, or a nice beach, or just whatever kind of like your happy place is that's calm, peaceful, and quiet. That's what placid is. There's a movie called Lake Placid, and it's kind of use of irony because you would think it would be calm and peaceful, but it has like this monster that eats people in it. Some other things that could be placid. Maybe you could say a person has a really placid demeanor if they always are kind of calm and peaceful. Maybe there's an animal with a very placid nature where they just are real easy, go with the flow, peaceful and quiet. Thank you. Can you please stop? All right, so the next scope word is shrill. Everybody say shrill.
I want to put it right next behind me.
It's just one syllable, so just shrill. Shrill means high pitched, like that recorder. Recorders are usually pretty high pitched. Shrill.
Just like this one.
Yes. Can you even make like a shrill noise with your mouth without the recorder?
What was it?
Like a high pitched scream or a shrill noise? Yes, good. So shrill means high pitched. It does not mean a noise. So you have to put a noise word with it. You're going to usually say a shrill scream, a shrill cry, a shrill noise. You know, it has to have something after it because it is an adjective.
Mama.
Just wait a second, sweetie. The word itself doesn't have like a noise. It just describes the noise. So that's shrill. Might make you think of an instrument maybe being played improperly, clarinet making a shrill squeak or something like that. Or owls sometimes make a shrill screech. Just make sure when you use it in a sentence that there is a noun that follows directly after it. It doesn't have to be a noise, although it most typically is used with a noise. It can also be with light, like the shrill sunlight blinded my eyes while driving because it reflected off the snow. Shrill sometimes can just be a really intense one of the senses, but it typically is with sound. So that's shrill. All right, our next word is rational. Everybody say rational. It's rational. And
I can say it.
okay, go ahead.
Rational.
Good job. So if someone is doing something rationally, or if a choice is rational, it means it's like the smart choice. It means using good judgment. The definition that you'll want to write down is reasonable using good judgment. So if it was a rational choice, then it was a reasonable choice. Like it makes sense. It was kind of a smart thing to do. Um, Eli has some examples. We'll see if he makes the rational choice if I give him two options. But just in case he doesn't, let me give you the opposite of rational. The opposite of rational is irrational. You just stick another I or an I and another R in front of it. IR sometimes means not. So irrational would be a choice that was not the smart choice. Sometimes people put emotions and rational on opposite ends. Like if you make a decision based on your emotions, like I was happy, so I did it, or I was sad, so I did that, they would say that's the opposite of being rational. A rational person just always uses their brain and what they think the right thing to do is, despite their emotions. So, and it kind of connects with math, with rational numbers. If you think of rational numbers are the ones that are easy to work with, you can divide and multiply them and you get like a real answer. So a rational number isn't going to be repeating forever or anything like that. Where the irrational ones like pi or square root of 3, those aren't so easy to work with. So it does connect to math. All right, Eli, let's see if you make rational or irrational choices. Ready? If you were to have a snack and you got to choose between some marshmallows or an apple, which one would you choose?
Marshmallow.
Okay, so is that the rational or the irrational choice? Irrational, right? The rational choice would be the apple because it has more nutrition. So see how it's smart, not based on your emotions or something. Okay. All right, Eli, because you've been such a good boy helping me teach the students, you can have your fruit snacks.
Why are they not ate it?
Oh, I ate them all.
Why?
I ate them all.
Why?
Because you don't get any.
Why? Why I don't get any?
I ate them all.
What? Why did you not get me any?
I ate them all.
Why? Why did you eat them all?
Because I like them too.
Well, I only like this one. I thought they were real and you said no. So that's a lie.
Eli, guess what?
What?
You are showing us this last scope word, which is distraught. Here's your fruit snacks. I was hiding them. It was a joke. There you go. You can eat them. So the last scope word is distraught. Everybody say distraught.
You were hiding them.
It's distraught. Distraught. And distraught means to get emotionally upset. And the definition up there is upset emotionally. So it's more than just sad. It's kind of like a frustrated, sad, angry mix of emotions. If you look back at the root of where this word comes from, it comes from being upset in a way that makes you mentally unstable. So think of it as a sad person probably can still make rational decisions, but a person who is distraught isn't even thinking rationally. So when something pretty bad's happened and you are distraught, you shouldn't make any life-altering decisions or anything like that. Distraught, upset emotionally. It could be crying, it could be sad, it could be mad. This word is pretty flexible in how it's used, but it describes people. I guess it could describe animals, but it mostly describes people. How are your fruit snacks, Eli? Do you forgive me?
No.
All right.
To have this whole bag. What?